Video, the future version of you who already has and lives and experiences their dream reality feels so much abundance, bliss, calm, certainty, peace, harmony, a deep, deep appreciation. And it feels like a steadiness. There's a stability, there's a resolution, there's everything's been resolved. There's not that you're not going to have challenges, yet you feel you've surmounted and overcome so much that you're steady inside of yourself. You know you've got everything. You know that life loves you. You know that you've got that God Goddess force within you, and you know that the universe loves you. You may feel called into a new leap, a new way of being, a new way of showing up, a new way of sharing your soul gifts, your voice, and more. This blue moon in full moon in Sagittarius this weekend, it's very potent. It's a powerful crossing of a threshold. We were having Hecate energy coming in. I'm feeling energies coming in that want to be transmitted through me and to share with you in activations along with energy healing, sound healing, frequency music. So I'm recommending that you get your ticket to that event today because it is actually tomorrow evening because it's going to support you during the actual full moon to harness that energy and get the best out of it, to have a greater understanding of what it means for you, of what leap you are making. There's journal prompts, there's energy calibration and more to support you being in that energy and alchemizing and transcending anything. So in cards today, we have a leap, and that's like you go first, and it's from your own signal. And as I was saying, when you are in appreciation, that's a measure of success. Because if you receive success or have signals of success, you would feel deep appreciation. You would be almost maybe euphoric or elevated or deeply appreciative or celebrating. You'd be jumping up and down, you'd be excited. What if you do that? I used to do this a lot as a delusional practice of just smiling and just jumping up and down for no real reason, just for the joy of life or just for connecting to and visualization and imagination. Something amazing is happening right now. And just being in that frequency, knowing that if I'm broadcasting this aliveness is pure enthusiasm and delight, that something amazing has to be happening because I'm creating the signal. And here is your reminder, your recommendation in this video to connect with appreciation the way you would if you're sat somewhere beautiful with a coffee that I don't have all of the time because it's quite acidic for the stomach. And I know that you may feel like you pay for it later, yet take it as it resonates. If you do matcha, you do teas or water and so on, that's better for your body. Yet if you're with your favorite drink or you're in your favorite place or you're with your favorite person or you're petting your pet or whatever it is that you let those moments linger, that you are slower about it, that you're really soaking it in, or you're really basking in it, you're really taking it in even more. And you're connecting with, I wonder what other amazing things are happening right now. I wonder what more magic awaits me. So many people that you have yet to meet. There's so many experiences that you're are yet to have that are going to amaze you and delight you. That you can sit in amazing places and say, "Wow!" And even if you're in the same environments, to notice the magic of places again. Even walking down streets that you haven't gone down in a while, and just looking for the wonder in a flower, in something, and you let the sensation of appreciation extend and expand from you, because the universe will absolutely give you more to appreciate. You have been training for this. We have Age of Light. You're on a double mission of channeling and uplifting humanity. There's more people showing up to do that. And then you may get people saying, well, what is your job even? What do you actually do? How does that even work? If you're anchoring in that frequency and you're an empath and intuitive and an old soul, it's so important that you remain in your own energy. You're not absorbing other people's energy, absorbing other chaos or drama. You're allowing yourself to feel you can be in your own energy while knowing also, yes, you have this responsibility, this sense of servitude of showing up and supporting others and connecting with that and reminding them you get to feel good. And when an empath is porous in boundaries and is absorbing all of these things and not aware or not conscious of how your nervous system may be hijacked by things outside of you, other energies, there's a need for that clearance in the spiritual practices that I've mentioned in these videos, and simply to know that your vibration is rising, that you are elevating. It's so important to be out in the sun, to be charging with your body, to be drinking water from copper jugs, wearing copper bracelets, anything that even putting crystals into your water to charge them so you feel more electric in your body. getting into the sea for a swim, salt water, all of these things supporting your vibration rising. And as your vibration rises even more, and you do this in a grounded way that you care for you and you care for your body, since you have your basic practicalities that you commit to in your day by day, yet simply the awareness, the mindset shift of it's all working out for me. And you tell this to the nervous system, you're getting your subconscious mind and nervous system in line with that and saying, it is all working out for me, and you're feeling good and feeling better and better and better in your own energy, you're signaling from the body to the brain, from your gut to the brain, that looking for evidence of how are things working out, like what is happening here, even asking yourself lofty questions. Why is it that everything always works out for me? Why is everything clicking into place for me? Why is it the more that I choose myself and honor myself and my nervous system and protect and give reverence and sacredness to my life force vitality, that the universe simply showers me with blessings because I'm being devotional, I'm being in love with my own life force, in love with my own heart, in love with my own energy. You may feel guided to flow a little bit more as we're approaching this energy, connecting to a deep love within you, noticing the beauty. It's so interesting. I had just taken pictures of these white flowers. I may leave a post a bit later. This is a very powerful gateway of how you are reconnecting with feeling whole and completely fulfilled. Connecting with what does give you fulfillment. Write down in script, what is your dream life? What is your dream reality? What's the dream sensation? What experiences are you having? Notice whenever you may dip down, whenever you're coming into a belief or a mindset or a state in your body of contraction, or that you're unhappy with something, because it's teaching you something. You even have appreciation for the contrast there, something circumstances that you have a lower tolerance for in your reality now, to say thank you so much because this is initiating me into knowing I'm worthy and deserving of more, and I'm assuming and expecting better of myself because I value and respect myself more. Thank you for the evidence. Thank you for how this has brought me in a spiral of a descent again to witness and to relearn things and to see things from a new lens and to heal and alchemize something in a new way, that I know that I'm aligned with my success. Think of Black Cat energy. That energy for this full moon is really having the courage to be you unapologetically. It's going to call you into action. So I'm inviting you into this event where you will be guided deep, deep, deep within into the portal of your heart, where the quantum field is, where everything is within your chest, within your own energy, within the vesicle thesis, into an intimacy within you, so you can be even clearer on what that leap is in full moon energy here, what that is for you. And it's going to happen anyway. I've had people connect with heart activation workshops with me in the past, and instantly afterwards, they quit a job and they had no fear. And they said, it was as if I didn't need to know the way up ahead. I simply had to respect myself. And I knew if I was staying in something that was making me unhappy, I wasn't valuing or respecting myself. And I had to put that first and make that be the signal, the frequency of I choose me. And I know the universe has got me. And it's so powerful. And it can bring a lot of people into fear or worry or doubt when you're on that path initially through spiritual awakening. And the more you do it and the more you see choosing you rewards you, the universe has got you. You've always got this unseen safety net there that loves you making choices for yourself. Isn't it amazing that you're choosing to honor you and do what gives you happiness? Because when you are in your happiness, you're in your enthusiasm, you're in your aliveness, you're in life force vitality. This is a service to the planet because you're not in conflict or resistance inside your own energy. You're flowing inside of your own body and you get to feel so good. And the version of you who's living your dream life feels so amazing inside of your own body. And you see and observe, when am I taken out of that? What's not giving me that sensation? You pivot and adjust and adapt and make peace with and neutralize and calm, whatever that may be, much more rapidly because you know better is available and accessible, and that's love of you and love of your life. And it's not that you'll always be happy. There may be moments that you're alchemizing and transcending something, and there can be beauty also in pain. Yet you can be deliberate, intentional about the appreciation of it, the appreciation of life, the appreciation of everything taking you further. From my book, Spirit has guided me to speak on resonance because you have some environments, situations, connections, relationships and versions of you is which is what the mirror is. It's a version of you that's undergoing a death right now because, wow, we're part of your aligning of miracles, the magical miracle of the here and now. Miracles are waiting for you. I mean, you have to be the one that moves and aligns with that. Isn't it amazing that this is all falling into place? Isn't it amazing that I'm receiving what I have been asking for? Because if you wrote it down and you script it and you've been intentional about manifesting it, you need to be in the energy of release and detachment inside of your body and surrender and opening. It's already done. I can give up the how and the when and why. I simply keep moving and how I want to feel and what lights me up and what gives me satisfaction and enthusiasm and enjoyment and what inspires me to show up for what I feel guided to pour into that may impact and delight and support others. Get your tickets to my Blue Moon event. I can't wait to see you in there. Those already involved starting on the 2nd of June. The EVOLVE 6-week container expansion. You have free access to that event, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and connecting with you again for that transmission. Anyone deciding on that, I'm going to go in on, well, what if that's your leap? What if that's the leap you're taking? I'm not even sure. I'm showing up and I'm listening to and I'm following these videos, and they give me such a good sensation and they have so much truth. And I keep coming back to listen to them. Make the decision to go bigger in that transformation work within that program. So, resonance in your connection, become more tuned to frequency over any actions or words. The wholeness in you acknowledges wholeness in others, that nothing is bad or wrong. You keep coming back to divine perfection, and that way you do not allow yourself to be bothered. That is power. As the world changes, unlike anything you've seen before, it becomes increasingly important to anchor yourself in kindness and compassion, beginning with you, to recall the value of your inner peace, your vibrationally, to choose that, whatever emotions we may experience or be alchemizing, to keep calibrating back to that, because that actually is affecting everything from the microcosm to the macrocosm. You are part of world peace, you are part of easing wars and hardships and difficulties out there. The more you're rooted in the remembrance of wholeness and love and power and truth and abundance inside of your own body. This is the importance of this word. What others may project onto us, which is not necessarily our truth, you can simply dissolve and release. You do not have to be in a pushback or resistance, which may perpetuate cycles. The more you neutralize and dissolve, be unbothered, the faster you can transition into what is better and truly aligned for you. The energy that we put out returns to us karmically. Choosing tenderness is wise, yet our softness is to be met with sincerity, authentically, to benefit us in life itself. And as I mentioned last year in my video of Neptune moving into Aries, which is in this year, which is about the I am, it is also about fiercely protecting your heart as you move on your own dreams. That is the energy also coming through for this weekend. And that means that your softness is going into what you know is reciprocal or what you know you are devoting yourself to. And it's coming to me not from a point of unkindness, yet from clarity. You do not water fake plastic flowers. You want to put the water into what is going to bloom and thrive and grow. And that's the importance of discernment. If you see, for instance, if you want to be in appreciation, it's so important that you pivot away from energies of constant complaint because that is just going to suck the soul out of you. I'm saying it's true. You want to be in deep appreciation. You want to be around people who smile, who are lit up, and not allow yourself to be around or under the influence of anyone that's seeking to dim your light in any way. And this did come to me. I'm going to say it authentically. There's that quote that says, "Don't or never outshine the master." And I personally disagree with it because I think everyone is here to shine as much as they possibly can. And if you're outshining someone else because you're simply shining as much as you can, let others shine as much as they can. Your responsibility is to make your shiny yourself. And if that is shining brighter than someone else, then so be it. I'm just gonna have to say that. We all have our own ways of showing up in that sense. And the more you shine, the better. Celebrate it. We should be celebrating each other's shine even more. I attended a light leader seminar online once where attendees were scolded for not having their cameras turned on, making themselves visible. The point was to activate those who were present in that container for greater leadership roles. They were ejected from that space by the person who was leading and hosting the event. That may appear reasonable to some because the meeting objective was, after all, to support others in becoming more visible in their leadership. If you're not going to turn on your camera and be visible, then what are you even doing here? So understanding that the tone and the energy and the manner that came across were another thing. It was primal, it was punitive, It was like um, almost a Black Panther pawing, like this clawing kind of ferocity, kind of energy, which personally, like a mom and cat scolding your baby with blatant use of her paw. And I found myself saying, was it necessary? Not exactly, because you can have people show up for these containers and let them be as they are. Those who are activated by you receive the activation. It's all perfect. There's a need to pivot out of having to control things. That's my own personal viewpoint. I have, for instance, myself attempted to call people up into their leadership because I could see you're ready to go next level. You may not want to be doing your one-to-ones. You may be called to share your voice and visibility even more. And in fact, that may make you feel even more harmonious in your own energy because you feel less impacted by others. You'll simply be sharing your wisdom. You'll get to just be more you in your own energy, and it'll benefit you and so many more people at the same time. And you may even be happier. That person was not quite ready to embrace that role or to embrace being seen and heard in that way, to which I perfectly accepted. You have the full autonomy, authority over your own decision making. You'll make your own choices. Yet someone who has walked this path and who knows there's always better, may be a little bit ahead in some way, in that sense, not necessarily in the grand big picture, because we're all on our different timelines and we all have the different areas and categories of our life that we're constantly learning and evolving and you may feel like you're striving and wanting to come into ease and receptivity. Yet there can be a love in calling someone up into their potential, and yet also the acceptance if they're not ready and they do not choose it. They may come back, they may circle back, yet your focus is to keep focused on being you and what you know you're here to pour into. Full self acceptance is assertive. There's a raw wildness can maybe unleashed inside of you in how you express your love. Your truth is love. And yet holding boundaries and standards is also love. Allowing expression of your anger while not causing harm is healthy and self-loving. As is holding space for another to give voice to theirs in a healthy way too. Those are safe presence and not as an emotional life raft. Harm is where the line is drawn. Signs of chaos are when you speak up, disengage, protect, defend, or quietly exit. You may be feeling that again at this point, that your nervous system is asking you to follow your peace and your power and your purpose and your profit, and therefore to pivot away from what is an impediment to that in any way that you can feel it in your body and in the energies that you're around. You want to be around happier people. You want to be around people where you feel you can take up space. So I'm going to call that out again. Signs of chaos are when you speak up, disengage, protect, defend, or quietly exit. Someone else, okay, of course you're going to be the villain in someone else's story, and someone may be the villain in yours. You disappoint others in remaining loyal and true to yourself. Yet, however, this this full moon is asking you to truly be loyal to yourself in bigger ways, that you're loyal to a vision and a purpose that is beyond you. And that is even being in your vibration of peace and love and joy in elevated states, because that's beyond you. That's actually serving something in the planetary grid and anchoring in that frequency. There's so much more um, put in there about following your dream and realizing your dream. You have to raise your vibration and look after your well-being, your relationships, your finances, all of the things that give you pleasure, satisfaction, and delight. And you can write down scripts in present tense. All of your desires is already being really true. That does mean that you will have less tolerance for and not entertain or give your energy to. It's not that as a way of allowing you to water your garden, allowing what you want to grow to be nurtured, give appreciation to it. Keep your focus on what you want to appreciate, on what you want to be mirrored back to you and reflected back to you. And ways of bringing abundance, beauty, bliss, connection, love, harmony, prosperity, and joy. Thank you for listening to this video. Drop a comment, let me know if it's resonated for you. Lots of love from this beautiful location that I'm at. See you inside the full moon events tomorrow. Drop me an email. It's down below to get your links. If you commit to Evolve 6-week program, you get that link absolutely for free, along with a copy of my book. No brainer. Make the choice. See you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.